Hello everybody, little hello from myself and Joe. Joe, do you want to come on the camera? Oh, she's going to come on the camera. Hey, here's Joe, our expert fitter. I like to call her our expert tailor-made fitter. And today I'm going to have a little go with some fitting on the tailor-made irons. And I'm going to have a little go with the driver as well. I'm not really sure whether it's going to be the M4 driver or M3. I'm not really known for my straight driving. I'm probably not really known for great scoring, but I'm trying to make a bit of an effort at the moment. And while the momentum's going, I'm going to give the driver a bit of a test. I'm finding a few fairways at the moment, so this new equipment's going to need to do its job. I'm quite happy with this driver, Joe, at the moment. So we've got a great setup here at Windmill. Joe running some fitting events tomorrow. 3 till 8 tomorrow is free fitting events. Benefit from Joe's advice on the TaylorMade, and on Sunday 1 till 5. We've got our I'm going to reverse the screen. We've got our GC2 monitor here, nice fitting bay. We've got a nice selection of clubs. I'm not hoping you're going to be able to see this, but loads of shafts. Oh, hello. Yeah, and we've got actually some great information here. It's going to take a bit of reading, but some great advice here as well. So well, I'll let you know how I get on a bit later and perhaps put a little post on. Fingers crossed I might be able to find a few more yards and hit them a bit straighter. Cheers, folks. Okay, so quite an interesting session there, Joe. Quite good, I thought. Yeah, really enjoy the 790 head. I had that in my mind before, but quite a nice little iron. That one sits quite nice. Obviously used the PSI before. Doesn't seem to be like crazily different, but I quite like the way it doesn't have the speed slots on the front, so the face is more plain. But yeah, I think I'm going to just have a little go with the Project X 6.0 or the Dynamic Gold 105, isn't it? S300. So it's between those two shafts. But I'm going to have to come back, I think, tomorrow. I'll sleep on it.
That's it.
And then 1 degree flat, wasn't it, as well? So,
yep, 1 flat. Standard length.
So there you go, standard length. Thought it was a bit taller than that, but there we go. So yeah, Joe's very kindly writing it down for me here. Just a bit of an abstract over there. So for the pitch, that means I'm going to buy some hybrids as well.
Enjoy the driver now,
okay.
Actually.
Driver time. Here we go. Well, I have to say my first experience of the M4 M3 trial on drivers, very, very interesting. I had the M1 driver before with a Kuro Kaj stiff shaft in it. Been enjoying using it. But yeah, really gone through the clubs. I started off with the M3 and I'm pretty much going to stay with the M3. I felt the M4 for me was a bit light, but really taking advantage of a few of the new different shafts we've got in. We've got a comprehensive pack of shafts. Joe, you take us through the shafts we got there?
We've got this even flow one, which is Project X.
That's my favourite. That's the one that's going in my bag.
What else have we got? We've got the Rogue Silver. This one. It's a little bit heavier, that one. You quite like that one too, didn't you?
Well, I think I'm strong enough for that, Joe. You know, I feel pretty powerful. Oh.
Then we've got the classic hazardous yellow.
It's a nice colour. Colour's important, Joe.
Colour's important. We've just
No, I didn't go with the colour. That was my most favourite shaft. That was definitely. It wasn't anything to do with the colour. That was my most favourite.
And then we've got this is a stock one, the Tenzi.
Tenzi.
But we've got about 11 shafts to try now.
That's great. Actually,
last year we only had about 5 or 6, so we've got much better selection this year.
It's been. I found that really, really interesting. Joe just handed me different shafts and quite a lot of choice. But actually, once you get them in your hands and hit them, that's really that's a real experience actually. And I didn't think I would be so definite about what I want, but for me, it's going to be the M3 with the even flow shaft in it. So best get that order in. Folks, tomorrow, come along. Joe's going to be available between 3 and 8, and then Sunday 1 till 5. I'll be about as well. Should be really interesting. I think there's definitely some gains to be had. Certainly, I've jumped up a few yards there, Joe. With the
you went from 1.
Yeah, my M1 was 240.
246.
246 really, with the top one of 2.
Where are you? There you are.
258, top one, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then the even flow went 262.
Yeah, 262. So that's jumped me 20 yards, which I don't think, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think would happen. But actually, I think a lot of it's the shaft, Joe, isn't it?
Shaft, yeah.
There you are, folks. So for me, certainly over a 20-yard gain, accuracy felt good with it. M3 is going in my bag. Come down tomorrow. It'd be great to see you. We'll make sure you're well looked after. Hope you enjoy the video. Cheers, folks.